Hello my guys, welcome back to the Citizen Base. Make sure by hitting subscribe, no delay.
Transfer rumours, news, Real Madrid keen on Man City's Rodri. In what could become one of the most sensational transfer stories of the upcoming window, Real Madrid are reportedly showing serious interest in Manchester City's midfield anchor, Rodri Hernandez. The Spanish powerhouse, who has been monitoring Rodri's progress for the past few seasons, are believed to be preparing a stunning approach to lure the midfielder back to La Liga, a move that could shake the European football landscape. According to multiple reports from Spain, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez and manager Carlo Ancelotti have identified Rodri as a top priority for the future, viewing him as the perfect successor to Toni Kroos, who retired last season, and Luka Modric, who is now nearing the final phase of his illustrious career. Madrid's recruitment strategy in recent years has been focused on signing elite players in their prime, and Rodri, at 29 years old, fits that description perfectly. Rodri has developed into one of the most complete midfielders in world football under Pep Guardiola. Since joining Manchester City from Atletico Madrid in 2019, the Spaniard has been at the heart of everything the club has achieved. From dominating possession to dictating tempo, Rodri's intelligence, composure, and ability to control the rhythm of games have made him an indispensable figure in Guardiola's tactical system. His memorable winning goal in the Champions League final against Inter Milan in 2023 remains a defining moment of City's historic treble-winning campaign. Sources close to the Madrid camp suggest that discussions have already taken place internally regarding the feasibility of the transfer. However, Manchester City are highly reluctant to sell their midfield general. Pep Guardiola sees Rodri as the backbone of his project, a player who embodies the tactical discipline, calmness, and leadership that City's midfield thrives upon. Guardiola has previously stated that Rodri is irreplaceable, and losing him could potentially create a massive void in the squad. Still, Real Madrid's allure and Rodri's Spanish roots could play a role. The midfielder has often spoken fondly about his home country and has not ruled out a return to Spain in the future. For Madrid, the possibility of pairing Rodri with young stars like Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, and Jude Bellingham is incredibly appealing. Such a midfield would blend strength, control, and creativity, a combination that could dominate Europe for years. Financially, the deal would not be simple. Rodri's contract with Manchester City runs until 2027, and the Premier League champions would demand a fee exceeding £100 million. That would make him one of the most expensive midfielders in football history. But Real Madrid are known for making bold moves when they truly want a player, and Perez has never shied away from record-breaking signings when he believes it's necessary to strengthen the team. Another factor that could influence the move is the uncertain future of some of City's stars. With players like Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva rumoured to be considering new challenges, Guardiola's focus will be on maintaining squad stability rather than entertaining offers for key players. Selling Rodri, the man who dictates City's entire rhythm, would go against everything the club stands for. However, Madrid's persistence could test City's resolve. The Spanish club's long-term planning has been methodical, and adding Rodri to a squad that already features world-class talents such as Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and Bellingham would signal their intent to continue their dominance in Europe. For now, both clubs remain publicly quiet on the situation. Sources suggest that Rodri is happy in Manchester and fully committed to City's objectives this season, as Guardiola aims to secure another Premier League title and make a strong push for back-to-back Champions League triumphs. But as football has shown time and again, loyalty can be tested when a club like Real Madrid comes calling. Should Madrid move forward with a formal bid, this transfer saga could dominate the headlines throughout the summer window. It would not only represent a massive statement of intent from Los Blancos. Another news: City back in the race to bring both. Rodrigo goes and Denzel Dumfries as deal talks continue. Manchester City are once again at the centre of European transfer discussions, as reports suggest the Premier League champions have revived their interest in landing Rodrigo, goes from Real Madrid, and Denzel Dumfries from Inter Milan. With Pep Guardiola planning the next evolution of his squad, City's recruitment team is quietly but confidently exploring ambitious moves that could reshape the club's attacking and defensive balance ahead of the coming season. After years of domestic dominance and sustained success in Europe, Manchester City are not standing still. Guardiola has repeatedly emphasised the importance of refreshing the squad, maintaining hunger, and preparing for tactical challenges that continue to evolve across the Premier League and Champions League. Within this context, the renewed interest in Rodrigo and Dumfries reflects a clear strategic logic rather than short-term opportunism. City's hierarchy understands that replacing or rotating elite-level players requires profiles that can immediately adapt to Guardiola's demanding system. Both Rodrigo and Dumfries fit this philosophy in different but complementary ways. Rodrigo Goes has long been admired by Manchester City scouts. The Brazilian international is known not only for his technical quality, but also for his intelligence off the ball, composure in big moments, and tactical flexibility. At Real Madrid, Rodrigo has delivered decisive goals on the biggest stages, particularly in the Champions League, earning a reputation as a player who thrives under pressure. For Guardiola, Rodrigo represents a modern forward capable of operating across multiple positions, right wing, left wing, or even as a false nine in certain systems. His ability to combine quickly in tight spaces, press aggressively, and make clever runs behind defensive lines aligns closely with City's attacking principles. While Real Madrid have been reluctant to part with the Brazilian, City's renewed interest suggests that circumstances may be shifting. Increased competition in Madrid's forward line and City's willingness to invest heavily could open the door to serious negotiations if all parties see a mutually beneficial outcome. On the defensive side, Denzel Dumfries has emerged as a key target as City look to reinforce their right flank. The Dutch international has impressed consistently at Inter Milan with his physical presence, relentless energy, and ability to contribute in both phases of play.